Penny B here. Today we're talking about pre-workouts. Most of you probably already know what a pre-workout product is. If not, that's okay, because we'll go over it. Learning is a good thing. Now, this is a pre-workout product I've had before. It's a popular one, Cellucor C4. Now, the goal of a pre-workout is you take it about 20 to 30 minutes before your workout, and it has a couple goals. One is to give you energy and focus in the gym, so that's where stimulants come in, like caffeine and all that. And then the other goal is to act as a vasodilator, really give you maximal blood flow throughout the body, to bring blood into those working muscles, and with the blood comes the nutrients, so really pump nutrients into those working muscles. So that's really two goals that a pre-workout has. Now, first I just want to say, whether you get one or not, you do not need one at all to have success in the gym or with your training or with your sport. These are not mandatory things. These are not things that are really going to boost you that much over your current level. So don't think that you have to have this to compete with the best of the best. Some of the ingredients in these pre-workouts that are scientifically backed are such things as caffeine, creatine, beta-alanine, citrulline malate. There's a few others, but most of the things, if you look at a pre-workout label, you'll get blown away with a lot. There's a lot on there, but most of it is really just unnecessary. It's just stuff they throw in, companies throw in. It makes it look good. If you have a huge label, look at this NO Explode label. Huge. But it's going to make you want to buy it because it looks like it's jacked full of stuff that's going to help you out. When in reality, they're just throwing a lot of junk in there. It doesn't mean that the pre-workout is not effective, because they do have, NO Explode does have beta-alanine, all that stuff in it too. So it doesn't mean it's ineffective, but pre-workouts throw a lot of stuff in there that don't need to be there, when you could go out and buy those individual scientifically backed ingredients and basically make your own pre-workout, buy them in larger quantities for a much lower price. So just keep that in mind. A lot of pre-workouts, while they may be effective, don't have scientifically proven dosages of certain ingredients, and you could go out and buy those yourself. Now, if you're taking a pre-workout for the first time, I just want to say, don't take one before a big game. You have to see how you respond to. A lot of people are stimulant sensitive, so instead just take one before practice. Take one just before a casual workout, whatever. Just so it's not going to throw you off your game, so you know how you respond, your body responds to the pre-workout itself. Like for me, I can't take one in the morning. If I take stimulants in the morning for my workout, I just feel sick, I just feel sluggish, you know what I mean? It's not a good combo for me. When I take it at night, I've been awake the whole day, I'm starting to doze off at night. I train late sometimes. I take my pre-workout, kicks me right in gear, gives me everything I need, the energy, the focus, it's all there. I'm getting good pumps in the gym. So it really depends. Like, I can't take it in the morning, so you gotta figure out when the best time to take it is for you, how stimulant sensitive you are, things like that. I'm gonna have a video up on cycling your pre-workout, because if you start having to take more than a required dosage, and the effect's starting to wear off, it's time to start cycling your pre-workout. Get off it for a while, because your body's adjusting to the stimulants. Another big thing is, if you're an athlete, big thing, if you're tested, your organization tests for drugs and everything. FDA does not regulate supplements. So all that stuff that's thrown in the pre-workout could have something that's banned from your organization. For example, I know for natural bodybuilding, a lot of the shows, Fedra is banned. And Fedra is kind of like caffeine. It's a stimulant, and it's banned now from natural competition. So, say you get a pre-workout from one of the shops down the street, some kind of Vitamin World or whatever, and you don't know what's on the label, and a Fedra's in there, could show up positive. You never know what's really in the pre-workout. So you just make sure that you're looking at the label. This is real important that you know what you're putting in. And that's your responsibility as an athlete, if you're in a testing organization, to know what they test for and what you're putting into your body. Because you don't want any of the slip-ups that you see so often on national television, where the athlete doesn't know what they're putting in their body. That's your responsibility. You take care of that. You look at the label and make sure everything's all clean. So that's pretty much a pre-workout. Get energy and focus in the gym, help drive nutrients into the muscle and everything. A few of them that I really like DS Craze, C4, everyone really likes C4. These are all popular ones. If you're going to go buy one, I recommend you go on a popular supplement website where you can get cheaper supplements like bodybuilding.com, tigerfitness.com. You really look at their best sellers. But stick to the main ingredients that are scientifically backed, such as caffeine, beta-alanine, creatine, citrulline malate. Look for those especially. Try to avoid long labels of bullshit, stuff that you really don't need. So who would I recommend pre-workouts for? Well, if you're a casual lifter, I would never recommend any supplements before you have your diet down. Diet's the number one thing. So if you're a casual lifter and you have other things that I think are more important, such as whey protein, creatine, multivitamin, fish oil, if you have those things, then maybe the next step is maybe taking a pre-workout, especially if your workouts need that little extra boost, that little extra intensity. Then I'd recommend, if you have the money, especially, you don't want to be scrounging up all your money just to get a pre-workout, because it's really not that necessary, and there's other things you could do instead to get that boost. But if you have the money and you want to spend it, go ahead and try a pre-workout. If you're an athlete, if you take your athletics serious, your sports serious, and you're really looking to get ahead of the game, and you think a pre-workout will help you out, go ahead and try it. If you're really starting to mold your person around the athlete you are becoming or whatever, and especially if athletics pay the bill, then then you want to get the biggest advantage you can over competitors. And if a pre-workout you think that's going to help you out, then go ahead and try it. But really, I don't think it's recommended much for anyone. I have a hard time recommending a pre-workout for anyone, really, except, if you have money, you want to try it out. So, give it a shot. Hopefully this stuff helps you reach peak performance.